Today we are talking about the updates to the latest version of the Vision Buddy, including how you can now play video games on it. So hang on, oh wait, zombie. Oh, you want some of this? Okay, all right, you asked for it, man. I tried to let you leave, but okay. There you go. Stupid monsters. Hey guys, it's Sam. Welcome back to The Blind Life. On this channel, I share tips and tricks that I've learned over 30 years of living with vision loss, and I feature the latest and the greatest assistive technology, like this guy here, that can help you live your best blind life. So please consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the bell so you'll always be notified every time I put out a new video. So if you're unfamiliar exactly what the Vision Buddy is, it is a wearable VR style headset. The main function of the Vision Buddy is for consuming content. That's arguably its primary function. You can connect this to a television or a cable box or a streaming box and stream that content into the headset. So you can see the video or the movie or the TV show playing inside the headset right in front of you in full HD, really big giant screen. It's pretty awesome. If you've ever wanted to lay on a couch and watch a movie, then this is going to be great for that. That being said, it has extra features on top of that. Features like a video magnifier. There's a camera right here, and you can use that to magnify the world around you. This is going to be great for seeing things at a distance or seeing things up close for detail viewing, which also includes reading. In fact, the headset also has a reading mode. Speaking of reading, it also can do OCR. OCR stands for optical character recognition. That's where the headset will snap a picture of printed text, whether it's a document or a sign or a price tag, and then it will read that out loud to you. That's one of the areas that have been improved recently. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a minute. Then with this latest update of the Vision Buddy, they've added in 2 new features that I'm pretty excited about. I'm excited to share with you guys today because one of these features was one of the highest requested features on my previous 2 videos. So the 2 latest updates include adding in support for an additional camera. This is an additional camera that sits on the desktop and can be used for desktop magnification, or you could flip it up and for distance viewing. Basically all the things you can do with a super expensive fancy CCTV desktop digital magnifier, you can now do with the Vision Buddy headset. And then finally, the one that I'm most excited about, and I know a lot of people out there are going to be most excited, is you can now connect this very, very easily to a computer system and use your computer in the headset. Not only use your computer, but bonus, you can connect it to gaming systems as well. So you can not only play PC games inside of the headset, but you can also connect it to a third-party game console and then play those games in the headset, just like you saw me do at the beginning of this video. Now, regarding the hardware, the Vision Buddy hardware has not changed. It's basically the same thing. They did get rid of the magnetic charging port here because I think it was just causing some issues, people moving around and accidentally popping it off. So they've just gone with the standard plug-in charging port. They do offer some high contrast markings around the port so it's easier to find. And a bonus is that this is USB Type-C. So it doesn't matter which way you plug it in, it's going to plug in without any problems. The Vision Buddy has always been super easy to operate because there's just a few buttons on there. All the buttons are also pretty tactile, and the ones that maybe weren't so tactile, they've added on these tactile elements to make it easier. All in all, just a solid design. Little snug on my big head, but I also don't have it extended as far as it could be. Relatively comfortable. If you are in a hot environment, you might get a little sweaty wearing this. Just something to keep in mind. The Vision Buddy transmitter here is basically the same as it has been. This is what gets plugged into either your television or your cable box or your streaming box like a Roku or an Apple TV. And this is what sends the signal to the headset. So this would be over by the television, and then you could be sitting over on the couch wearing the headset watching television. And a bonus, you don't even need to be in the same room. I think they said this has about a 40-foot range, and that's through walls and everything. So if you wanted to put this in your living room and then go lay down in bed and watch a movie, if it's within the transmission bubble, no problems. You get a charging cable for the headset. This is USB Type A to USB Type C. And you also get an external charger. So this is a bonus that comes with the headset. You can use this for charging up the headset when you're out and about. Say, for example, you're going to a baseball game and you want to wear the Vision Buddy all day long. The internal battery for the headset probably wouldn't last that long, but you can use the external battery to either charge the headset or run the headset while it's plugged into the external battery. That's really cool and nice that they give you that as well. When you have the transmitter plugged up to your television and it's sending a signal to the headset, what you see inside the headset is almost as if you're sitting in a movie theater. That's the best way I can explain it. You're sitting in like the front row of the movie theater and you've got this giant movie screen right in front of you. And this screen is sitting solid in virtual space. And when you move your head around, you're actually looking around the screen. The screen doesn't move on you, but you can look around the screen. Then if you click your zoom in and zoom out buttons here on the side, you can actually bring that screen closer to you or push it further away, depending on how big you need that screen or how close you want it. You've got quite a bit of flexibility there. When you're streaming media to the headset, the audio comes through the speakers on the headset, and you have two buttons down here on the bottom. That's your volume up and volume down. If you'd like some privacy while watching your content, you do have a headphone jack on the bottom of the headset here as well. As I said before, the Vision Buddy also has its own built-in video magnification. There's a camera right here in the front, and you can use that to zoom in and zoom out to see things at a distance or close up. It even has a reading mode where it will invert the colors for reading. For reading, I can just press the mode button here.
Reading mode.
Reading mode. And there you also hear the brand new Audible prompts that you get, letting you know what mode you're in. So now I'm inverted here, and then someone who can see better than me could probably use this to read. But I've never really had success using wearables to read. Just does not work for me very well. But luckily we have OCR.
OCR mode started. Position the camera towards. Please pan your head to select a text block on the screen and press mode button to read.
Okay, and then I can move around. If I need to zoom in to see it a little bit better, I can. And the text, it actually sees the text and has a little outline around it. So we're going to click on that little box.
Dave Steele is a blind poet from Manchester, England. With this book, he continues to share his journey into blindness with the world through his heartfelt, honest poetry. Closing OCR mode.
And there we go. It read it, no problem. I do like how you can choose the text block that you want to hear. So instead of it just randomly reading everything, you can pick and choose the information you want.
OCR mode started. Position the camera towards the item to read and release the mode. Please pan your head to select a text block on the screen. Hamada also was swimming champion in the breaststroke. And he knew how to dance especially. I never think about tomorrow, just today. Maybe I'm a gambler.
All right, next we're going to take a look at the mini CCTV. This is, once again, one of the newest accessories you can get for the Vision Buddy. And speaking of the other updates, they've also updated their packaging, and they've really done a great job. They have these boxes that all the components come into, and they have these little handles so you can just lift them right out. Really nice job on the new packaging. But as far as the mini CCTV here, it has a 16 megapixel camera This can do 1080p resolution video, and it has some really great articulation. You can get this camera in just about any position you need. Okay, to jump into viewing the mini CCTV, you just hit the mode button here on the side.
A few moments later.
Cameras usually work better if you plug them in.
Now previewing external camera.
Oh, there we go. I can see through it. There's my book. All right, we're looking down at the table here. Now I need to rotate this because of the angle that I have the actual camera set up. So I can use the buttons on the side here to, just like in the other modes, bring that virtual screen closer. So it simulates, it does make the text larger, but if I want to then further zoom in or zoom out, I can use the buttons on the camera here itself. Then the buttons on the bottom here that normally are volume up and volume down, when you're using the external camera, they have new functionality. They are different color options.
Gray filter.
Gray filter.
Inverted gray filter.
Inverted. So this is an inverted white text on a black background or dark background.
Color filter.
Or back to full color. And this is an interesting way to do digital magnification. You know, traditionally with a CCTV, you only see a small section of the screen, so you have to move your text over to read it, and then back to the other side, kind of like a typewriter. Ding, back to the other side. But here, I can get the entire page in one, just on the screen. So I could just sit here and read like you normally read a book. The other benefit of having an external camera is you could rotate the camera around and then use this for distance viewing. So if a student was in the classroom, they could use this to see the teacher up at the front of the room. And then of course the mini camera, or the mini CCTV, being so mini, fold it down, unplug it, and that's all you have to carry around with you. Super small, light, compact, portable. Okay, so now we're going to try out the computer link, and this essentially turns your Vision Buddy into a second monitor. So this means you can create this large, high-resolution virtual monitor right here in front of your eyes, and you can look all around it. And I can go through and do all of my computing just like normal. You guys can see the monitor here on the laptop. This is what I'm seeing. Say I wanted to do a little bit of shopping. Let's go to Amazon, see if anything looks good here. There is just a slight latency. You click and just literally a quarter of a second after you click, it triggers. One thing is nice is I could sit back and relax. Yeah, this could be pretty nice actually. All right, we are playing some Minecraft on the Xbox connected to the Vision Buddy. And it works pretty well. Let's go up this mountain here. Let's get to the top of the mountain. I always like to get to the top of the mountain. I want to be the highest point in the area. So a little bit about this. We're using the PC link to achieve this. Basically, anything you can connect the cable into that has an HDMI out, you can use for the PC link. So in this case, I have it connected down here to my Xbox. And I'm basically just running the Xbox into the headset just like it was my TV there. I'm at the top of the mountain. Now I can look around and survey my kingdom. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you guys what it looks like, but it's very much, it's the exact same experience of the TV watching. I can zoom in, I can bring it closer. Oh, there's a zombie over there. Oh, he's coming this way. Okay, excuse me, hang on a second. Let me get out of here. So I can zoom in or I can zoom out just like you can with the TV. And I can look around my virtual screen here if I want to. and play the game. And this is really pretty awesome. So yeah, no issues playing. It plays real smoothly, just like it would on TV. You do still have a slight lag or a slight latency, but it's very minimal here. For example, if I jump into my menu here and I want to choose something, this is the latency. This is the speed of it. Click, go. Click, go. Click, go. I mean, it's really not bad at all. Oh, I'm in the water. I'm in the water. Hang on. So just after a couple minutes of playing this, you get to anticipate it, and it's really not a problem at all. Like if I'm walking towards this mountain here and I need to jump up these steps, I know that I just need to hit it just a split second before I normally would to make that jump. There we go. Smooth, no problem. So because of that though, I would say that maybe this isn't going to be the best for any high action gaming that you need to be competitive in. And that's right now. I know that they're constantly working on this to improve it. But so if you wanted to do like a first person shooter and be competitive at it, probably not. I mean, it would take some practice to get used to that little bit of latency to be competitive at it. But casual gaming like Minecraft or The Sims, something like that, Sim Civilization, any of those kind of games, this is going to be fantastic for. Okay guys, that was a look at all the new additions to the latest version of the Vision Buddy system. So let's take a minute and talk about those. First of all, the TV hub and the TV watching. It works just the same as it did prior. The magnifier, the video magnifier works really well as well. The colors look good. The focus looks good. It's nice and sharp. The image looks good. The OCR works pretty well also. I really like the new feature of being able to point the little pointer at a block of text and read just that block of text. I think that's really, really cool and really helpful. Is it the best OCR in the game? No, it's not. Is it the worst? No, it's not the worst either. And that's true for the video magnifier as well. You know, they're good, they're not the best, and they're not the worst. But also keep in mind that the Vision Buddy team is constantly working to improve all of this. Now, some of the newest features like the camera, the CCTV Mini, I think it worked great. It worked just as it's really supposed to. I love the hardware of the camera. It's a very familiar design. Other companies are using it, and I've always been a fan of that design. Very lightweight, compact, folds down nice and small. So if you want to store it in a drawer or somewhere, that's no problem. Or you need to carry it to an office or to a classroom, you can do that. It also comes with a bag. I don't know if I mentioned that during my little demo. The computer link and also being able to play video games through the headset. That's one of my, like I said before, that's the one I was most excited about, and I think it's really going to be enticing for a lot of people. As far as how well it worked in practice and if it's practical or not, it worked pretty well. There's a very slight lag, but it's definitely manageable, especially if you're doing computing. It's not that bad at all. Playing video games, as I mentioned, you're probably not going to be doing any kind of competitive high-action video games like a first-person shooter or a racing game, but something more subdued like I was playing Minecraft or playing a computer game like solitaire, poker, something like that. It works great for that. One thing to keep in mind is that it's going to take some practice to get used to. If you're thinking you're going to throw this on and you're just going to speed through your computing and you're going to be all over the internet and just super productive, not at first. There's a bit of a learning curve. For me personally, I found that the Vision Buddy actually slowed me down. Now, keep in mind that I would probably need to devote some time to it to really get used to using it, and I would probably get faster and faster. But for me, I was still needing to use the built-in accessibility on the computer because, like I always say, that's where my vision is at. That's what I had to do. I couldn't just have the computer screen inside the Vision Buddy and kind of zoom in a little bit with the Vision Buddy headset, and then that was good enough. I still had to magnify with the built-in accessibility on the computer, And so that kind of slowed me down. But once again, I know from comments on my previous videos that a lot of people were wanting something like this for their computer or their video games. So I think it's going to be pretty cool for a lot of people. And real quick, the last thing I wanted to say regarding the hardware, I wish the headset had a way to adjust the lenses on the inside. A lot of these VR headsets, they'll have a little dial on it to where you can adjust the distance of the inside interior lenses away from your eyes. And I wish this had a way to do that, but because I do actually have a little bit of astigmatism. And so when I wear the goggles, everything is a little bit fuzzy. Now, if I hold the goggles about an inch away from my face, I can see everything gets sharper and everything, the image clears up to what it's supposed to look like. But because of my astigmatism, where the lenses sit naturally in the goggles, everything is fuzzy. So if I could adjust the distance of the lenses away from my eyes, that would fix that problem. You can wear glasses inside the goggles. Now it might be a snug fit. Warning, it might be a snug fit depending on how massive your head is, like mine. You know, it may be a bit of a tight fit with glasses in there, but you can do that. And of course, that would solve the problem. I love the fact that the transmitter has a maximum range of 40 feet. That means if you want to go lay down and watch a movie while laying in bed, or if you got to get up and use the bathroom, but you don't want to miss your favorite show, now you don't have to. Obviously, just be careful walking around while wearing the headset. So who is this ideally going to be for? Basically anybody that kind of wants an all-in-one package. The main function of the Vision Buddy is for watching television or streaming that content right into the headset. But if you also need a CCTV for reading your mail, filling out paperwork, or if you would like an OCR device that can snap a picture of a sign, a street sign, and read that out loud to you, which by the way is offline reading. This headset is not connected to my Wi-Fi or anything like that. So all of that is done offline. So it would work if you were walking around outside and you wanted to read a street sign, it would work. It would do the OCR for you. And if you wanted a way to connect to your computer or your gaming system and do all of that in the headset, this is going to be a good option for you. Watching television, watching movies, and all of that in your headset, that's what it does amazing, and that's what separates this from anything else on the market. Nothing else out there does it as well and as easily as the Vision Buddy does. If you want a system, a headset system that has all of that combined into one system, one price, then the Vision Buddy is definitely going to be a good option for you. And speaking of price, I know everybody always wants to know this. There's several versions of the Vision Buddy. It depends on what accessories you want, what accessories you need. Different packages, if you will. So I'm going to put a graphic on the screen right here. You guys can pause the video and read through all the different options and pricing options to learn more about that. And here is one of Vision Buddy's flyers. It sums everything up pretty well and also offers a lot of different specs. Okay guys, question of the day. What do you think about the new Vision Buddy? More importantly, what do you think about the new computer link that will allow you to connect to the computer, use the computer, and maybe even more importantly, for many of you guys, being able to play the games? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video and you found it helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with all your friends and family. And if you aren't already subscribed to The Blind Life, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you'll be alerted every time I put out a new video. I release a new video about assistive technology and all things blindness every single Saturday. A huge thank you to the members of The Blind Life for your support. I couldn't do it without you. And if you would like to become a member of the channel, be sure to check out the membership link in the description down below, or head over to the membership tab on the channel. But that is it for this one, guys. As always, Sam with The Blind Life. I'll see you next time.